So with all the Pellenc batteries, the first thing we need to do, having unpacked it from its secure carry-in box, which is drop proof and fireproof, is to put this battery onto charge. All Pellenc batteries need charging overnight before actually using them on any tool that we're given. They come complete with a 2.2 amp charger. The first thing we need to do is fit the UK adapter plug to the wire to enable safe charging. The cable's then inserted into the back of the charger, but before connecting it to the mains, it's important to connect it to the battery first, in the way being shown. And you hear a click when it's fitted correctly. Then you can actually install the mains. So we connect to the mains, switch on, you'll hear a bleep from the unit, and a light will indicate that the charger is now active. At the same time, it will register in the charge as it flashes. It's important to keep this unit on until the flashing lights finish. So eventually the unit will go to 99%, as it's a 2-digit display. Once that digits are constant, you're able to disconnect the charger and the machine will be ready for operation. So having charged the battery overnight, we disconnect from the main supply first, and then the charger shows the light has gone out, so we know the thing is safe, and we disconnect from the battery. Having disconnected the charger, reinsert the red plug, the cover. Now the battery is ready to fit to the harness and attach to a tool ready for use. So now the harness, which comes complete with the battery in its box, is removed and opened, ready to install onto the battery itself. It's important when installing the battery harness to make sure that the top cover is in its correct place, as this will prevent the shoulder pad from being dislodged when in operation. So the battery itself is installed by 4 clips, and as you can see, once the harness is put into the right place, it can be quickly installed and now it is ready to go. Most important thing to do now as an individual operator is to set the harness up correctly, because having the harness fitted properly to the operator is the most important thing for ease of comfort throughout the working day. Fitting the harness to the operator is quite straightforward. Over the shoulder, locate the other strap, make sure it fits nice and snug, fit the waist belt, adjust to the requirements as you need, pull tight, make sure the shoulder straps are also comfortable. The important thing when fitting this is to make sure that the battery is in the middle of the back to give it the most comfort for all day operation. Now when taking the battery off, it's equally important to make sure that you do it in a set procedure, and that's remove it from one shoulder and then take the battery down so that it lays flat on the table or ground, whichever you're operating from. Bearing in mind, when there's a tool fitted, it comes off the red connector at the bottom, and if you drop the battery on its end straight down, then you risk damaging the connection. So always lay it flat when you remove it from your back. And now what we're going to do is plug a tool into the battery. It has a set way of doing it. There is a recess hole and then the pins locate. You do it up tight, and this will then enable the battery to change its power focus from charge to output. And what will happen is the battery, when it's switched on, will first of all send a current down to the tool, and as the tool talks back to the battery, it will recognize what it's working on and then set the desired output for that particular tool. And this will remain at that wattage right the way through the operation of the day, no matter what content the battery is displayed.